Well, I've got a history in public service, if you will. I was a school teacher for about 10 years, and then I ran a nonprofit organization called Arkansas Able, which helped older workers get jobs back before I was an older worker myself. And I did that for 16 years. That's how you and I got to know each other, I think. And after I left that organization, I was recruited to come to the Arkansas Foodbank Network by the president of the board at that time. And I think it was probably recruitment based on my, my experience at having been that other nonprofit director.
So how long have you been here?
I've been here 11 and a half years. It's hard to believe.
And it has grown? Tell me a little bit about the food bank, the concept.
Yeah, well, the food bank, this food bank has grown from about 6 million pounds a year to, we did over 14 last year, and that's how we measure our growth, is by the number of pounds that we distribute to food pantries, homeless shelters, soup kitchens, and other organizations that feed the hungry.
And you cover what size territory?
We cover 33 counties. We cover central and southern Arkansas. We go all the way up to Independence County, Batesville, across to Russellville, Pope County, and then we go all the way down to the border with Louisiana and over to Tennessee, the Mississippi River.
So you see this, of course, as a really important organization in the life of Arkansas.
I do. I think that everybody has struggles, regardless of their economic level. But people who struggle with hunger, people living in poverty, or who have suffered from job layoffs, I mean, let's face it, hunger is a basic need. And, particularly with children, if you go to school on an empty tummy, you're either going to be falling asleep or you're going to be, you're going to be inattentive because you don't have, it's just like filling your car with gas or, any other resources that fuel a good work mechanism, if you will. So I think it's a basic human need.
So evidently you don't do this just with the resources you have here. You partner with a lot of organizations.
We partner with quite a few organizations.
Talk about some of those partnerships.
Okay, well I'll talk about the most connected first. That is other hunger relief organizations. We have two primary partners. The one is Feeding America, which is our national partner. They're based in Chicago, and it's the country's largest hunger relief organization. And our partnership with them is that they provide us with resources to help us feed people in our own areas. They provide us with donated food that they have collected relationships with companies throughout the United States who have made the commitment to donate their unsaleable products to the Feeding America food banks. In addition, they provide us with grant opportunities and training. And the most important thing to me is accountability, because they set very high standards on how we run our organization. Now, we're independent.
But
we're
you
not
got a standard you have to live up to.
Absolutely. In order to be a partner with them, we have high standards for board oversight, financial administration, fundraising, as well as safety and sanitary issues regarding the distribution and storage of food.
So you distribute all kinds of food, fresh food, vegetables?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have gotten more and more into fresh food because we want to work more toward nutritious food. In the old days of food banking 20 years ago, back when there was a Kroger distribution center here, and there was a sausage company here and so forth, and less consolidation of businesses, food banks got a lot of food
Mm-hmm.
from those resources. And, you know, the food was meat, it was bread, it was cheese, and so forth and so on, nutritious food. Over the years, as consolidation has occurred, the Kroger Distribution Center moved out of state, and other things happened. The quality of our food has not been as fresh, mainly just because of the distance. So let me tell you about our second major partnership, and then I'll explain about our fresh food situation. We are also members of a statewide hunger relief organization called the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance. And you guys probably know Rhonda Sanders. Used to be with Advocates for Children and Families. And there are 6 food banks that are members of the alliance, as well as individuals and food pantries and so forth and so on. One of the things the alliance has done is to establish a gleaning program. And this year, for the first time, this is only our second year, but for the first time, we developed a partnership with the governor's office so that they are allowing inmates to go out and glean the fields in addition to volunteers that the alliance tries to recruit. So far this summer, almost 600,000 pounds of watermelons, tomatoes, cabbage, and other fresh vegetables have been gleaned from Arkansas farmers.
To be distributed
To be distributed, In addition to that, through our partnership with the Feeding America group, we've brought in corn. So yeah, we do fresh produce, we do meats and cheeses and dairy products and bread that we get from Walmart stores and from places like Coleman Dairy.